I've spent 17 years of my life with an elderly man who smelled like cabbage, just to be told I've got nothing in the will, nothing, and he was worth £33 million. And you think this is funny? I have wasted my life with a geriatric coffin dodger for nothing. And why everyone thinks it's so funny that my husband donated all his money to a bunch of cats and dogs. Who even likes cats and dogs? I'm literally going to be homeless. Like, I've got no money. Not even my own house or my car. Like, I'm literally going to be poor. I'm going to have to shop in fucking Asda, like all the other poor people. Not Asda. I've wasted my life thinking I was going to get millions by marrying that elderly coffin dodger. And he looked like a shriveled up fucking prune.
Child support. Yes, I'm a baby daddy.
In 2024, there have been various changes to child support laws in California. Before, a parent who incurred medical expenses not covered by insurance or child care expenses had 30 days to provide the opposing party with receipts when they are seeking reimbursement. Now the law has extended that deadline to produce receipts to the opposing party for reimbursement to 90 days instead of 30. I really love this change in the law because I know from experience with my clients in the past, it becomes very stressful to have to give the receipts to the opposing sides that quickly. Things get busy and you don't want to waive reimbursement from the other side just because you don't have time to give them receipts. This law now allows you more time, which is great, especially if you're a busy parent.
I'm divorced. I thought I'd be happier, except the judge set the child support amount at $326 a month. $326 a month for 2 kids for child support is what he has to pay me. $326 a month because he's not working, because he chooses not to. I was able to cross-examine him, which was fun. And I asked him how many hours a week he spends working or trying to sell houses, because technically he still has a real estate license. So technically he's still a realtor. He said 15 hours a week approximately is how many hours he works per week. Grown man, grown able-bodied man with transportation and no childcare to worry about, says he works 15 hours a week.
Good afternoon, people. There's some people about to be real mad about the world. But let me tell you this. One thing that need to be addressed is child support laws. I ain't trying to make nobody mad or nothing. But how is it that a woman can have a baby by a man? They break up or they decide to quit or whatever they decide. They end up with a child in the middle of all this. A woman can take her ass down to the Department of Human Services and file child support on a percentage of the man's wages, right? He don't got no choice but to pay him. They go to court, they have a court order for him to pay so much money. But inside of the court order is no order for visitation rights. So when the father said that he want to see his child, it's up to the mother now if she wants to let him see his own child. That's one law that need to be changed for so many reasons. You need to let the judge figure out if he's unfit to see the kid, if he's a drug addict, alcohol, or whatever. That's also a judgment. Other than that, because some of y'all, the mothers, are drug addicts and all kind of shit too. But you drawing child support and buying it on alcohol and drugs and all kind of other shit, and children hungry, nappy-headed, out stealing and crawling, everybody wonder. Same thing. You unfit too. It's so many things I could say about this, but if the judge can order child support, they also can order visitation rights. I hope they change it. Number 2, that's finna make a lot of people mad. Every woman, whether married, separated, single, or whatever she called herself, before a man can sign the birth certificate, it has to be a DNA test done. Yes, that's what I said. Married, Christian, ushers, deacons, preachers, whoever you is, every child that comes into this world and a man has to sign the birth certificate needs a DNA test before we can validate that you are the father. Because we got so many children and so many men raising families and they know motherfucking well ain't none of them kids that man. They ain't that man child. I'm just trying to tell you, it's gonna save a lot of people some heartache and pain. Y'all motherfuckers better start getting DNA tests on these children. I'm talking about married folks and everything. Because anybody can get it. Oh, boy, it's some mad folks this morning. I don't care nothing about it because it is what it is, you know? Because some of y'all, it's time to go to work.
What's the problem with dating as single mums? I don't understand the issue with these men. We're talking men in their late 30s, like 38, 39, and as soon as you mention you've got children, they don't want to fucking know. And I don't get it. And then they go simping over 21-year-olds. And that's because they've got no responsibility. The free-spirited get to do whatever the hell they want, and it makes them look good and feel better about themselves. There is nothing wrong with dating a single mother. Like, my kids are practically teenagers. Well, my daughter is. She's nearly 16. My son's nearly 11. If anything, I've got more free time now opposed to what I had 4 years ago. This whole stigma of, like, dating someone with kids has really, really got to stop. Like, it's wrong. It really is wrong. Like, what's wrong with me? I'm 33 years old. I know what I want. I'm responsible. I do a pretty good job raising my children on my own. I've been single 4 years. What's the problem?
Problem with child support is that it's calculated based on how much money both of the parents make. The more money dad makes, the more he pays, but the more money that mom makes, the less she gets. This absolutely incentivizes people not to be successful, which is not making the world a better place. It's making the world a worse place, especially for the children involved. This system does not take into any account the actual needs of the child. It only punishes parents for trying to be successful. How do we fix it? We go after custody of the kids, because in every state, the more custody you have in the form of overnight time with the kids, the lower your child support's going to be. Work hard for that relationship with your kids. You go for more custody, your child support's going to be in a reasonable place. It's a win-win for everybody, especially the kids. I'm a family law attorney who's sick of seeing people suffer.
When I left my husband, I was only making like $16 an hour. And so that was not enough. And so I got myself into a lot of credit card debt because I moved into an apartment that I couldn't really afford, but I thought that someone else was going to be living with me in it. So that's
what do you mean? The ex?
No. Okay, so right after I got divorced, I got into a situation with somebody I knew from work. And
how quickly after the divorce?
Well, like immediately. It was like a rebound, right? I guess is what they would call it.
Okay.
And
like,
we worked
the
together.
day after?
Maybe. Sort of. Yes.
Okay.
So I knew him, right? We worked together. That's how we met.
Well, wait, how long were you married?
Almost 5 years.
Did you guys ever have any kids?
Yes.
And you got with this person a day after?
Yes, but see what I thought he was like the love of my life.
A day after a divorce. Okay.
Yes.
Sure. And you thought he'd be living with you?
Yes. Like I
divorced my husband. Why did I divorce my husband? I divorced my husband because I was making a certain amount of money. I divorced my husband because I thought I didn't need him anymore. I divorced my husband because I had this senior position at work and thought I held the same position at home. I divorced my husband because I thought I was better than him because I had my degree now. I divorced my husband because I thought a successful marriage meant I was here and he was down here. That is not success. That's sickness. I found myself divorced and out there looking for love in all the wrong places. This one and that one and that one and that one and this one and that one. And my body count going up and my value going down. I'm just going to call it like a TI is. All the while, my husband done found somebody else building a relationship and building a life with them. I should have stayed married to my husband. I felt like I was on this dark road with no street lights, pitch dark, and I couldn't find my way and didn't know which way to go. I felt lost. I felt like I was walking barefoot on that dark road with pebbles and hot rocks sticking my foot. I felt hurt. I felt alone because every time he and that one and this one and that one left my bed, I was alone all by myself. And which was supposed to be soft and comfortable for me, my pillow, it was now filled with tears. I should not have left my husband.
My baby daddy quit his job as an electrician where he was making over 6 figures a year to work a minimum wage job at a fast food place just so he wouldn't have to pay me $3,000 a month in child support. Is that not ridiculous? He would rather take a massive pay cut than to give me money to pay for his kids. I'm just so pissed right now because how the fuck am I going to pay for my mortgage? How am I going to pay for my mortgage? And you can tell me to go get a job, but then who's going to watch my kids? Because putting my kids in daycare is going to cost more than my freaking house. So what am I supposed to fucking do? He's trying to act like he should only be responsible for 50% of the kids' expenses, and he doubts that they cost $6,000 a month. But I'm like, sir, I am doing 100% of the raising. I feed these kids every night. I put them to bed. I wake them up in the morning. I get them dressed. You're not doing any of that. So you should be 100% taking care of them financially. I told him when we first got together I was never going to get a job and he was going to have to take care of me, and he was okay with that. But now we're divorced and he's saying that he shouldn't be paying my bills.
Okay, I want to get some clarity because it ended up coming to my attention, and I see that there's a rumor going around on social media that Trump has signed a bill saying he was going to do away with child support, and if anybody is on child support and they paid child support, the other parent that has full custody of that child will not be able to claim them on their taxes. Well, this is right up my alley because I am a professional tax preparer, and there's nowhere that you can search right now saying that Trump said he was going to do that, nor can you find any videos of him saying that he's going to do that. And another thing, if he did, do that, he's just signing a bill. That's like a law. So that means it would have to go to the Congress. Two parties have to come together to make it legal. And as of right now, that has not been done or mentioned. So please make sure when you're watching things on social media that you get your facts. You can do facts check yourself. There's a such thing as Google. You can look and see what's going on with the government, with the Congress, what laws are actually the law. Don't go by he say, she say. And then another thing. If that would happen, I would believe that that is for a parent that was on child support that was making payments every month, not skipping, not paying when you want to pay, not having rearage, and you thinking that you're going to be obligated to claim that child when you have not contributed or taken care of that child. That is absolutely outrageous and crazy. So as of now, that is not legal, and that has not been stated. So do your own fact check, okay? I am Latoya Abram. I am your professional tax preparer, and if you need your taxes prepared, I can assist you with that. And I'm also offering cash advance up to $9,500. Be sure to give me a call to book your appointment.
So today is Friday, and I got my child support check, and I don't know what to spend it on. I'm gonna go leave my kids at their grandmother's house, and I'm probably gonna go out drinking with my husband, go out and gamble a little bit, maybe go shopping. The kids don't need anything because I provide everything for them, so I might just go ahead and splurge on myself with my little child support check. What do you girls do when you get child support?
So today is my husband's funeral, which unfortunately I cannot make because obviously I am busy here in Tunisia. I would have loved to have gone. We were together for 17 years. unfortunately for me, he did decide to die on the week I had planned to come on holiday. So I did make the decision not to go because, you know, I need a holiday at the end of the day, and my holiday is way more important than sitting in a church watching people cry. I would love to give him a good send-off, so I'm going to get absolutely drunk tonight with this new guy that I met, and I'm going to raise a glass for you, Jeremy, because you were an amazing husband, very rich. I can't wait to do the will reading when I'm home. I have made sure I'm going to be home in time to do the will reading because I would not miss that for the world, because obviously I am due to get a lot of money, and that's a very, very important thing to me. So I hope you have a good funeral today, Jeremy. Love you. Mwah. All good things have to come to an end.
I am here for the men, and I am here for the women. Y'all women, stop telling these men that they can't see their kids or making excuses why they can't see their kids because you mad, envious, or you in your feelings because you and him couldn't make it. Your kids, daughters and sons deserve to have quality time with their father. It's a lot of women out here that get mad when her and the man is done, and she try to hold them kids over that man's head. And when that man try to see his kids or ask a request to see his kids, she either block him. Y'all be blocking these men. Y'all be blocking these men, or y'all will make up excuses, or some of y'all simply won't even let the man see his kid. But at the same time, y'all want to still draw that child support. At the same time, y'all still, also on top of that, y'all sit up and y'all badmouth those men in front of those kids. Your sons are watching you, sis. Your son watching how you doing his father. Do you think that's good parenting? That's not good parenting. And for all y'all that doesn't gonna go and say, oh, well, he ain't nothing, he on drugs, he a thug or this and that. You know what? You don't have the privilege or the audacity or anything to tell somebody that they don't deserve to see their own seed. That man may not be up to your standards. He may be on drugs. He may not have paid his child support. He may be a deadbeat, but that's his fucking child. And that's what I'm going to speak on, these things that's going on in our community. And I don't care if y'all say y'all don't listen. Y'all are listening. That man deserves to see his child. And for all y'all women walking in y'all masculine energy and y'all say, well, I'm the woman and the man in this relationship, and I can raise my son and my children the way I see fit. You didn't make them motherfucking kids by yourself. And them kids deserve to, if you and that man can't make it, that's fine. But don't deprive those kids of seeing their father. Because when that money come across, or when you go down there and put him on child support or whatever you do, you're going to cash that check. You're going to spend that. So let that guy see his kid. Even if you had to take them to a public place, they don't got to come to your house. And y'all get out y'all feelings. Saying, oh, well, I don't want him around all them different people. I don't want my children around his new woman. Well, them children be around your men. Them children see you talking and texting and talking to men on video time. What's the difference? Y'all, we got to stop this in our community. We got to stop this in our community. And for all y'all that's finna come and say, well, my mama raised me by herself and I came out pretty well. I ain't gonna even get into the generation that we got now that's raised by so many women, and why we got a generation of lost guys. We'll do that for part 3, but I think we can do better as a community. Get out your fucking feelings, for real.
I've spent 7